How you doing today, guys? I'm Marcus Bryant from the NBA Cast, and today I'm here with head coach Dwayne Byrd from the head coach of football, Palm Bay High School. How you doing today, coach?
Doing well.
Good, good. Today I just want to talk to you a little bit about your tenure here and how everything's been going since you've been here. If you can describe Palm Bay football in one word, what word would you use?
The new word we're using is takeover.
Takeover. That includes the county or the state?
All inclusive. We're gonna start with the county though.
That's what I like to hear. Now, someone like you could have went many different ways when it comes to sports. What made you decide to go coaching?
I think it ended up coming from my mom, and I didn't understand this when I was a little kid. It was nothing for me to have 5 or 6 kids over at my house. I was an only child spending the night. There were times where I was like, dang man, I'm just ready for y'all to go home so I can be by myself. And I will just ask your mom, she'll let us stay. And she knew more what was going on at their house and that kind of thing. So I just grew up around having a lot of brothers and her picking up 5 or 6 kids, taking them to the game, the practices. And I think that's kind of where it stemmed from me without knowing it. I think that just kind of led me into football and coaching.
Okay, nice. How would you describe yourself as a coach?
I've been called a player's coach. I think that's been part of my secret, is once the kids realize that you really care for them and you're there and you really love them and you have their best interests in mind, they tend to go above and beyond. So I think that's how I would do it. You know, we're going to be disciplined, we're going to be strong, we're going to be fast, but the players know that I'm there for them and I spend a lot of time outside the school working for them.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of schools on multiple levels, high school, college, even the pros are starting to turn to player coaches. They can relate a little bit better, players buy into the system, So for those of you for everyone who's not familiar with you, can you tell us a little bit about your coaching background?
Yeah, I played football, baseball, and basketball since I was 4 years old, and it's one of those things that I take pride in. Man, I started from the bottom. I literally started coaching in youth, and came all the way up through the ranks. Youth, high levels of youth, to Pop Warner Super Bowls out of 4,000 teams. We finished second one time on ESPN, and made the jump to high school, and went position coach, to coordinator, to head coach. So literally.
Every level,
and I think that's really helped me because it helps me place a high emphasis on the youth.
Right.
So I try to, stay in contact with the youth leagues and let them know that Palm Bay is here for them. If there's, anything we can do to encourage their kids, wherever they're going, we're here for them.
With you going through each step and only going up through the ranks, what would you say is the most crucial part of your success?
Well, education. I think that's helped me a lot. I have a master's degree from Florida State. I kind of got it just to avoid real life, I think, because I love college, and I used to say that I would stay in college forever if it wasn't for the schoolwork. And I excelled at schoolwork, and I pushed my kids and that thing, but education has really helped me. I just want to be a positive role model for our kids.
Right.
And that's one way I can say, hey, look at me, I went and got an education. I graduated Florida State twice. So it is about football and wins and losses, but at the end of the day, it's about you being a good person and you're a good contributing member to society. So that's what I try to get out to the kids.
So with that being said, would that be the most gratifying part of your job here? Is just seeing the kids succeed and being part of helping these guys get out of their communities and taking the next step forward in life?
Yeah, that's my biggest thing, and it's gratifying now to see kids, kids that I've coached along the way. There was kids that I've coached when they're 10, now in college and stuff like that, and doing well and graduating college, and that's the most one. Whatever that goal for them is, and we sit down and I try to talk with every kid and say, hey, what's your goal? What are you trying to do? How can I be a conduit to help you get out of here? Whether it's football or just going to school or a trade or whatever it is, how can I help you achieve what it is you're trying to achieve? So I think that's the number one thing, man, is seeing them grow up and hopefully come back and be successful and reinvest in the youth. That's the only thing I ask is you get up out of here, try to find a way to help someone else wherever you're at.
Right.
So good for it as well.
That's a big key. And sometimes, of course, it's about wins and losses. It's about football, but it's also about helping these guys improve as a person and being able to make it outside of sports. You started here at Palm Bay High last year, correct?
Correct.
So when you first came in from last year into working with these guys now and working with them in the off season, do you see any differences in the way these guys are looking at football and even looking at school working themselves?
We're just now starting to see it. I came in at the end of summer, so I just had to round up kids. We didn't have any numbers here.
Mm-hmm.
And for us to have a program last year was huge because it was down to critical levels.
Uh-huh.
So I rounded up kids. Then we had 10 days to practice with the rain and stuff. We had to go. But now, this is our first season having an off season.
Mm-hmm.
Season's over. We got our kids in. They went through a year in the system. We're changing some of the offensive stuff. But this is the first off season that we have, and our results are going to be crazy different. We hired a new strength coach. We got you guys for media.
That's right.
So we're headed in the right direction, and it's the first time that I can say we have full buy-in. The kids are coming and busting their butts right now. Some are working out in the morning. Everybody's working out in 7th period PE. And then our trainer's staying after a couple days a week working with them out here. So we literally got kids, 15, 20 kids that weren't with us last year here working out after school.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me. And so we're making drastic steps day by day. And I'm just happy to see the kids working out and focusing. And you come in and it's about business. When we get in there, it's what we need.
Right.
And so I'm excited. I know the benefits are going to come.
Well, that actually leads up to my next question. How did you get these guys to buy into your scheme and your goals that you not only set for them individually, but as a team?
Well, I think a lot of it is, as they say, the proof is in the pudding. They see some of the guys that have been with you for a long time getting these offers and getting this stuff. And to me, it's not about offers. Yeah, get an offer, but it only takes one school.
That's right.
You don't need 10, 15, 20 offers. That's what guys have, but I think they just see the consistent day in and day out of me just going and going and going. Even when they're tired and I have to be that role model that says, let's get it. Today's the day. Let's seize the day. Let's go. And I think that kind of keeps them up, and a couple buy in, a couple more, and then it just becomes pack mentality. Before you know it, we're all out there trying to get it. So.
Right. Now, earlier before we set on camera, you was discussing schools, and now you got guys calling you, coaches calling you. During this spring, how many schools would you expect to hear phone calls from? A lot. Too many to name.
Too many to name. I'll say this: all of the top schools in the country, pretty much, most of them have already contacted me or are coming through. You got all the big guys: Florida State, Miami, UF.
Name it.
LSU, Alabama's even supposed to be coming.
So that's huge.
From everything all the way up there. Just yesterday I talked to Florida State, I talked to USF and Southern Cal. Yesterday, a random day. I'm not trying to big guy, but I also talked to some D1s, mid-levels, D2s.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care, man. If you got a school and you're needed players, let's get it. I got to get boys of all levels in school. It's not just about the top guys. It's about all my guys.
That's right. That's right. With the season coming up, what would you say would be your end goals, and how could you reach them?
The end goal is always state. That's everybody's end goal. Should be. I definitely want to see an improvement, get better day over day. That's my big thing is, get better 1-2% a day. That tallies up to a lot, at the end. And not just my goal, but again, when we go to start in the spring, I'm going to sit down with everybody and do an intake. What's your goals? Let's set some goals for you individually. Where do you want to be? Where are you trying to go? Are you just wanting to play for fun? Which is fine. Get out of the house, get some exercise. That's cool too. Or you want to be D1, D2, D3, and basically sit down and plot out a roadmap. All right, well, dude, you gotta get this SAT, ACT by this time. Where are your grades at? Okay, man, you gotta improve or you gotta maintain, whatever it is. So I'm gonna sit down with each one of them individually and kind of plot out a roadmap for where they want to be. But our roadmap, it ends in state, and we're just going to work on it day by day. We're going to kind of set that to the side and just focus and get better every single day.
That's what I like, man. Now, in closing, if you could say anything to the people supporting us here at Palm Bay, maybe even outside of our area, what could you give them?
I can tell them that Palm Bay football is going to come and play hard. They're going to be physical. They're going to respect the game. We're going to try to play the game like it should be played. I just want so much for these guys, and they deserve it. They're starting to put in the work to actually deserve it. And last year, I mean, some guys worked okay, worked hard, but we have a team going into this now. We're 7 or so weeks out from spring, but we're really bonding and getting along like a team. They're getting better. They're working hard. We just want to continue to inspire the younger kids and the youth, and just try to make a positive image of Palm Bay High and Palm Bay High football and our town and our area, our county. We just want to be a shining example.
Yes,
for
sir.
everyone.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah, we need the support. We need the love. These kids need the encouragement. I mean, it's down to we have churches that are involved, and we supply them with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Nice.
We just try to take care of the kids the best we can, and all the support and encouragement is needed, man. We're trying to grow this into a football program, and we will be, without a doubt.
Of course. Now, for the guys that are going to be sitting on this side of your stadium, for the guys that don't believe in what we got going on right here in Palm Bay High, do you have anything you'd like to say to them?
You better watch out. We're coming. We're coming hard and fast. I'm trying to figure out the moniker. I don't know if it's Palm Bay Fast or Palm Bay Strong right now. It's Palm Bay both.
Right. We're coming.
We're coming fast and strong. So, but I'm excited.
I'm excited
The
too.
level of excitement around campus is huge. We're expecting a big turnout for spring. I mean, I might not have enough jerseys, I think. I'm a little nervous about it. So it might be a battle for jerseys. So competition's going to be high.
And that's always what you want. That's always what you want. So thank you for your time, Coach. Thanks
Thank you,
for giving us your day. You guys heard it here first. Palm Bay High School. Y'all have a good one.